But it's great to be back for another live session with you today. I'm going to be talking about some pretty juicy content, and it's one thing that I keep seeing time and time again in my business. And it's also it's got to do with something that I've researched a lot about in my entire lifetime. So I'm looking forward to talking to you about it today. Now, I just want to let you know exactly, for those of you who don't know, who I work with and what I really do with and for them. So for me, my focus is helping really busy business owners and professionals better lead themselves to a whole new level in life and business. And I really do that by helping them deeply connect with who they are at their core and overcome some of those self-limiting beliefs and behaviors that are really sabotaging their success. And I teach them the neuropsychology and habit science methodologies to really reduce distractions, gain clarity and focus, and really support them to get to their next level without the stress and overwhelm and exhaustion. So before I dive in, I want this to be a little bit more interactive today, and I want to ask you some questions. I want you to bring to mind the answer to this question. What is your goal between now and the end of the year? What is the goal that you're currently working towards? It's probably a better question. What are your goals? So I'd love you to just type in what your goals are. So is it to do with, do you have specific weight loss goals? Do you have specific promotional goals? Do you have specific business goals? Is there something you're trying to achieve or do or be or have or experience? What is it that you have? Are you striving for a new house, or, whatever it is? I want you to write down what your goals are. If you can put them in the chat, that would be fantastic. So what are your goals? Just write down anything, doesn't matter. So I'll give you a moment just to think that through, but just pop anything in there that you can, or even just write them down on a piece of paper, but I'd love to see them. That'd be great. So once you've done that, I really want you to think about, what's the number one thing you feel is getting in the way of you and your results, you and achieving that goal? What do you feel is the number one thing that's getting in your way? That's what I would love you to contemplate right now. What do you feel is getting in your way? And I can tell you what most people say to me is the biggest thing that's getting in their way. And it is similar to, they may say kind of different words for it, but most people are saying the same thing. And in my research, oftentimes people are coming to me because they have different goals. They want to lose weight, or they want to be able to get a promotion, or whatever it might be, but they're coming to me because of this one particular thing. So I want you to tell me what you feel is the number one thing that's getting in your way. And one of the reasons why, for people that don't know, a lot of the reasons people come to me, well, there's many reasons why people come to me. I'll give you 3 key scenarios. Number one, somebody's coming to me because they want to lose weight. So they often come to me because I've had my own weight loss journey, losing 30 kilos and keeping it off. So, and it's been about 8 or 9 years now. And someone said to me the other day, do you know that puts you in the top 5% of the population? Because most people lose weight and regain it all again. And then they continue that journey year in, year out. So, weight management is something people come to me about. Driven professionals come to me who are really looking to get to the next level in their career, but might be lacking the confidence or the focus or the energy or the time, the productivity in that. And they want to know what they need to do to get there, and, how they can get to that next level. And I guess a third key cohort are business owners and entrepreneurs come to me to help them build the disciplines they need to reach greater success, to reduce distractions in their life and engage higher order thinking, and to develop the clarity and focus and productivity they need to thrive. They're looking to tap into untapped emotions and motivation, and really sort of decide how to focus on what areas and what not to focus on to get results. Now, these are a few examples. And the reason why I gave them to you is because I want you to know that, these are different people wanting to achieve different things in their business, in their life, personally, professionally. But the big area of focus it all comes down to this number one thing that I've seen in my research and things that I've done, is that it's all about developing a mindset to get these results. It all comes back to their mindset. That's like the root cause of their success or not, is their mindset. It doesn't matter what it is that they're wanting to achieve. It comes back to their mindset. Can you relate to that? Because, I was looking at something the other day and I was going, there's just so much research going, what do you feel is the thing getting in your way? And it was just like mindset, 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 mindset. And I thought, yeah, that's exactly what my research has shown. You see, there's so many people in the world that have got these beautiful courses and coaching and formulas and methods for just about anything these days, the step-by-step guide for creating 7 figures in business and how to get more customers and how to build a website and online funnels and how to develop the perfect CV or the perfect cover letter and how to best prepare for interviews. And there's so many how-to programs available. But the single most important issue that will fuel the ability to stick to that and the ability to take those actions and commit to that, it is mindset. So even though you could have the world's greatest formulas at your fingertips, the step-by-step guide to achieve something, the reality is success and results are based on your mindset. That's the root cause. So weight loss is a mindset approach. A promotion is a mindset approach. Gaining clarity and focus to get better results in your life and business all comes back to a root cause of being mindset. So, who relates to that? I can definitely relate to that, because the journey that I've been on to achieve what I have, I've had a complete identity shift, and it all came down to my state of mind. That's what a mindset is. It's a state of mind. Now, what's really interesting is that mindset technically is a set state of mind. It's a fixed state. Now, this fixed state of your mind is influencing your results, and whether it be weight loss, business, promotions, etc., your fixed state of mind is the root cause. Now, the very good news is that mindset can be changed. This fixed state can be changed, but it is true that it does require effort and openness and support. One of my clients messaged me the other day and said, although it's harder, it's not a program anyone needs. It's the slowing down, tuning in and reprogramming of their own minds. It's why most people fail their New Year's Eve resolutions by February, and why 95% of people regain the weight they lost from their diet program in the following 12 months, and why, businesses fail in their first couple of years. It's not the program, it's the reprogramming of ourselves, So your mind is really the conscious part of you. So the mind is your thoughts, it's your reasoning, it's your consciousness. That's what your mind is concerned with. And your mind is one of the biggest influences or determinants of your results. So your mind, if your mind is the thoughts you have, these thoughts that you continuously have establish your beliefs and attitudes. So these thoughts lead to beliefs and attitudes, and these beliefs and attitudes lead you to actions and behaviors. And these actions and behaviors then equals your results. Now, what's a little bit interesting and maybe frustrating about the brain is that your brain has a multi-bias approach. That multi-bias approach filters which protect you from questioning facts that contradict your beliefs. So your thoughts are going all the time based on your experiences and influences around you. Your thoughts, you're thinking certain things consciously and subconsciously, which creates then beliefs. And your brain has these filters that say, well, if you find contradictory information against your belief, we're going to block that. So we're going to easily block that so you can stay in this state of mind. So basically means that it becomes a little bit harder to change your mindset. So, our mindsets are a little bit difficult to change, but they absolutely can be, which is the best news. But it does take that time and that discipline and that focus and that support and that energy. So I want to give you some, really a 3-step approach that you can start right away to be able to start gaining that focus in your life and start getting that clarity, and to be able to start focusing on the things that are really going to support you and change your mindset to support your results. So the first thing is I would love you to set goals. You know, if you don't have goals, these are the things that I can say will separate someone from achieving certain things and not achieving things. You know, we have such a small amount of time on this earth, and the time slips away, especially when you have children. The time slips away very quickly. So we want to be setting some goals, and you really want to make sure that those goals are within a certain time frame, and you've broken them down into step by step and also day by day habits and actions, basically, so that you know what you're doing today is positively influencing that result that you're after. So it's not too broad. It's enough. It's small enough that your brain understands how to action those steps each day, you know, consistently. So the first one is set goals. The second point is related to your thoughts. Because I've just explained how influential your thoughts are and how repetition of your thoughts influences your beliefs, and your beliefs have these filters on it. So we know that the brain can change, but it's a journey. So start by paying attention to your thoughts and the quality of them, and flip them when they're not in the quality of present moment forward focused thoughts. Present moment forward focused in a optimistic state almost. We want you to not, it's not about dwelling on being super positive. It's definitely not that, but it's about saying, you know, it'd be better if that didn't happen, but actually I'm just focusing on this right now. And that's what I've said in a Facebook Live in the past about your thoughts and a statement. It would be better if that didn't happen. It would be better if that wasn't that way. But actually, I am on this journey here and I'm focusing in that way. So I would encourage you to use that style of language as you navigate towards your goals. So the second one was to do with your thoughts. The third one is reflection. Because if we're not constantly reflecting on our goals and on our thoughts, which are some of the biggest precursors of your success, if we're not reflecting and we're not adjusting and tweaking, we're likely to slip back into our old patterns of behavior, because we like to repeat the same things. It's easier for us. It uses less brain power for us to just be who we were, because it's our habits, you know, our thinking habits, our behavior habits, our attitude habits, you know, that it's easier. It operates from a different part of the brain that uses less resources. So reflecting consistently to see where we're steering off track and going back to where we were just enables you to keep yourself focused and repeatedly focusing on those steps, including your thoughts and your actions, that will enable you to get to those results that you want. You know, you could write journal prompts like, how am I going towards my goals? You know, what can I do to positively influence my goals, my life, my direction, and what can I say no to? So you can write those as journal prompts and answer them. You know, I was looking at a book earlier today that I was writing back in 2009. So that was quite a while ago. And I was smiling at my journal prompts. I am the person who gives my clients tailored journal prompts specific to them to help them deep dive into where they are at and what they need. And, you know, going back and having a look at my journal prompts, I was fascinated by what had come up way back then. And I was even more fascinated that the content was very much discussing exactly what I'm talking about today, the quality of my thoughts, looking at triggers in my life that are creating a certain response and reprogramming my response to those triggers, and understanding that my beliefs can change through time and repetition. And it was all about that. So, you know, when I say that through my research and what I've done, it genuinely is this, it has been a significant part of my life, and why I can look back on 2009 smiling, going, wow, who is that person? And it was in my maiden name, which is Falkenberg. So I thought, wow, gosh, this must be so old. So yeah, it really has been a very big journey for me. So anyway, really, we want to have goals. We want to focus on them. And I really want to help you positively influence your thoughts to change, to achieve those goals. And we want to be in a constant state of self-awareness and self-reflection to be able to support you to get those beautiful results that you're seeking in your life. And we want you to get there in a way that's sustainable so that you're not just, starting and stopping and starting and stopping something for a very long time. Okay, it was lovely to be with you again. Thank you so much for joining me. I haven't been able to see any of the comments on there, but I look forward to going back and reading any if you have written any. Okay, all right, lots of love. See you next week. Bye.